Hi everybody, it's Exynis, and today I want to make a relaxed video and talk to you about a subject just like I did with the haters and with my new racket and all that stuff. And so today I want to talk about how proud we are of using a tough racket. I feel like I'm guilty of it, and it's a trend that I've been seeing a lot on YouTube, and I feel like it's everywhere. Every tennis nerds are a bit this way, and it's kind of a trend where it's like if you're a tennis gear lover, you need to play with a hard racket, just like, you know, this Prestige Pro, really hard racket, and you know, so that the normal tennis player that don't really care about gear will play with your racket and be like, oh yeah, you really play well if you are playing with this type of racket. And it makes us proud, but I feel like it's weird and I don't really like it. And as a reviewer, I'm guilty of it, and a lot of us on YouTube are guilty of it, is that we tend to categorize racket by weight, control, power, but sometimes it's, you know, it's not the case. So let's say, for example, my racket, this Babolat Pure Strike 100, is always categorized as a intermediate to beginner player type of racket. But is there a reason why when I'm playing with this racket, I feel really good? And so maybe some of you in the comment section down below will say, yeah, because you're an intermediate or a beginner player. But I don't think so. You know, I know that, you know, I'm not a pro player and all that stuff, but it's kind of weird that a player of the level that I am can enjoy a beginner intermediate racket. And so it brought me this question of, are we really going for the right racket? And so are we tempted to go with rackets that are a bit tougher to play with and that makes us feel well? Just like, you know, let's say this Pure Drive 98, you know, here. A tennis gear lover will always like to go with this one because it's not a regular Pure Drive. If you're playing with a regular Pure Drive, you're this regular dude that don't really care about gear and that is playing with one of the most sold, if not the best-selling racket on the market. And so going with this one it's a bit of a more control oriented, feels a bit different. You feel like you really know your stuff if you're buying this type of racket. And so I personally feel this way. Like when I had my Prestige Pro, I was feeling like I was using a racket that not everybody can use, and so you're feeling good about your level and all that stuff. And then when you're realizing that you can't really play with this racket anymore because it's a bit too tough, you started to realize, like, I'm playing with a racket that everybody is playing with, and so what is my problem? And the problem is not there. Like, it's normal. I have the same level probably as you guys, and you know, we're not pro player, and it's also a trend in the pro level. We're seeing a lot more player playing with racket at 310 gram, and it's not a lot of weight, you know, so it's fine for us to play with that 300 gram on strong weight, but we just need to realize, and I feel like as tennis nerds, we tend to go with that weird thing, and I had this issue with my strike. You know, this one is a 16 by 19, but because I really like gear, I was like, am I going with the 16 by 19 or the 16 by 20? Because it looks a bit better to say that I'm playing with a 16 by 20. But no, sometimes you just gotta stick to what you like. If you like, let's say, the Pure Aero, stick to it. Like, you don't really need to go with the Pure Aero VS or the Tour. Just stick to the regular Pure Aero. And so yeah, I just really wanted to make a video about it to, you know, I don't know, if you can write down below, what do you think about this? Do you feel guilty of it? Are you the type of player that is always consistently searching for that racket that's gonna be hard or that's gonna be different? And that's another trend, you know, saying that, let's say, for example, I'm playing with a Volkl racket, so it's different than everybody else because I know my gear and I know that this one is the best racket or whatever. Are you guilty of it? I feel like sometimes we just need to stick to the basic and yeah, just go with that normal thing. So that's it for the video. Hope you have liked it. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe, and see you next time. Bye bye.